So, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ayotola Ayeni, a member of the Nigerian Schools Foundation UK education team. You are indeed very, very welcome to Have Your Say 2025, a project that's dedicated to enabling, amplifying the voices of our young stars. Today, there's lots and lots of things to do. We would like to entertain you with shows, performances from our young stars, speeches, dances, lots of things to entertain you. And very importantly, you would be hearing announcements in relation to the Nigerian Secondary School public speaking competition. Moderating with me today is my highly esteemed brother and co-member of the Nigerian Schools Foundation, Otumba Eric Ayola. I'll move on to some ground rules. First of all, if you have registered as an individual, can I ask that you please rename yourselves as a school? Secondly, if you have questions, any questions, please put the questions in a chat. And thirdly, finally, please, if you're not speaking, can I ask that you mute yourself so that we can all enjoy this fantastic event where our youngsters are set to blow us away. Enjoy. Over to you, Lady Mo.
Good afternoon, everyone. May I start by saying Happy Independence Day, Nigeria. So, what is Nigerian Schools Foundation UK? It is a collaboration of UK-based alumni with a shared mission to promote the need to maintain high educational and social standards of Nigerian secondary schools. We work with others in the diaspora and in Nigeria to enhance, influence, and impact the standard of education in Nigeria. And we do this in a variety of ways, such as community initiatives. We've just completed our book drive, which we did in collaboration with Book Aid International. We have recently registered our Needs Schools Foundation program, which is our NGO, which will be driving things on the ground in Nigeria. In addition, we have our teacher training, which is our Needs NSF UK Excellence in Education Development program, training program, NEED for short. We also provide conferences and seminars. And oh, by the way, there's one coming up in 2 weeks' time, so watch this space. In addition, we provide resources and we give students an opportunity to strengthen their performance and enhance their lives beyond the classroom. Have Your Say is such an initiative, and it's an opportunity that we started 5 years ago. Today, we are amplifying the voices of the next generation. They will share their experiences or tell their stories in creative, imaginative, and descriptive ways. I'd like to pause here for a moment and say Happy World Teachers' Day in advance to all the wonderful teachers that are joining us today and to all teachers around the world. Tomorrow, Sunday, the 5th of October, is World Teachers' Day, and it's a day set aside to focus on appreciating, assessing, and improving the educators of the world, and to provide an opportunity to consider issues related to teachers and teaching. The theme this year, as released by UNESCO, is Recasting Teaching as a Collaborative Profession. May I ask that wherever you are now, please join me in giving a round of applause, either physically or virtually, to this wonderful group of people. Thank you for all you have done. Thank you for all that you are doing. And thank you for all that you are going to do. Your sacrifices are much appreciated and they are not taken for granted. Now, let us all sit back, watch, and listen to the amplified voices of the next generation. Believe me, they have something to say and we need to listen. I'll now hand back to our moderators. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Lady Mo. For short, Musumola Adini, the head of education. Just before you hear the children, I would like to introduce you to the formidable judges who have worked so hard behind the scene to ensure that we have a fair process. And also, I'd like you to be privy to the prizes that students, would be winning as a result of the competition. So first of all, we have, I wonder if they're going to be spotlighted. I think there will be the chief judge today would be Ronke Ali Udofia from La Prosa. We also have Pastor Christine Udubelu from Anti-Ayo Girls. You would see that we do have a range of judges from different schools spending time to ensure that, there's a fair game here and that standards are actually, allowed. Then you also have Folakemi Ikuyuminu from Federal Government College, Kaduna. We also have Tayo Alabi from Nigerian Military School, Zaria. Now, those are the judges. Now to the prizes. For the first categories, okay, you have a cup. So that would mean that, if you came first in maybe the GSS or the SSS, beautiful cup. There's also plaques, cash, and allocation of books, donated from the book drive. And all participants would also receive a certificate of participation. Thank you. Next, like we had said before, this is about amplifying. It's about enabling. It's about creating opportunities for our youngsters to, express themselves. And years back, they created, there was a theme song that was created. Okay, I would like you to listen to the theme song. It's titled Voice of the Voiceless. It was created by students of Government College, Ikorodu. So let's enjoy. Have your say theme song now.
future of Nigeria, stand with us. Oh, have your sense, yeah, your sense.
Be the voice of the voiceless. The future of Nigeria stands with us. We've got to do it. We've got to see it, breathe it, yeah, we've got to say it. They want to know whether we got it. Don't you want to just say it? That's not the spot. You got to do it. You got to see it, breathe it, yeah, you got to say it.
Beautiful. I hope you enjoyed every single minute. And let's give it up because I'm sure they can see you. Let's give it up. Let's clap. Let's encourage them. This, again, like I said, was written by students, composed by students of Government College Ikorodu. And, they spent time, putting together, the lyrics, voice of the voiceless. And as you know, this is have your say. It's have your say, enabling, creating opportunities, creating situations, circumstances, bringing us all together, to hear what our youngsters, what our children have to say. So that was awesome. That was brilliant. Well done, Government College Ikorodu. So the introduction of the junior secondary school videos. We're going to play 9 videos, but we will split them into 2 segments. So the first segment would be listening to recordings from the following schools. Here they are in alphabetical order. So you have Baptist Academy, Obanikoro, Lagos. You also have Adelaja Girls Secondary School, Bariga. Then we have Government Junior Model College, Ikorodu. Holy Child College, Ikoyi, Lagos. And then Ibadan Grammar School, Molete, Ibadan. So these are the first 5 videos to be played. And after that, then we'll move on to, we'll have another kind of activity, and then we'll listen to the...
I'm 13. I'd like to tell you about my learning journey and the impact it has on my life. Before I proceed, I'd like to give a little background of where I come from. I come from the slum of Makoko, and while my father was alive, he was a fisherman, and my mother sells the fishes my father caught while fishing. Life wasn't easy for us as we lived atop a one-room shack on the waters of Makoko. Life wasn't easy as we struggled to provide with the basic necessities of life, such as food, shelter, and clothing. My father wasn't too keen on enrolling me in school, but some social dwellers and a philanthropist came and enlightened we slum dwellers on the importance of learning. And I was lucky enough to be one out of the 5 selected children to be sponsored through basic school to Baptist Academy. From learning to read and write to putting figures together to form digits, my life has been greatly impacted through learning in school. Great many things I've learned, which has given me direction to a career path and helped me to become a total man, which is to become a doctor as well as a philanthropist. Doctor, so as to heal wounds and ease the suffering of people living in the slums. Furthermore, learning has equipped me with skills and knowledge to develop critical thinking and knowledge to communicate with people from all over the world with different traditions. Through learning, I can be the first person in my family to graduate through secondary school and break the cycle of poverty which has held my family and I back for years. Through learning, I can build a new path, not for only me, but for my little younger ones and my siblings and people who have passed through the same stage as I. Like the former president of the United States has said, Sir Lyndon Johnson, and I quote, "Poverty must not be a bar to learning, but learning must offer an escape from poverty."
Learning helps me to grow in thinking, emotions, and how I relate with others. It trains my mind how to manage my feelings and communicate better. I become more confident, more focused, and more respectful when working with different people. It also prepares me to lead. It helps me to make wise decisions and take charge when needed. I learn how to stay focused, take responsibility, and guide others with confidence and purpose. It also aids me to stay calm under pressure, think before I act, and earn respect of others through my actions, not just my words. I'm not just preparing for the future, I'm preparing to lead it. Thank you.
Good everyone. My name is Emine Kumilari, a proud student of Adelaja Girls Junior Secondary School, Bariga. I'm speaking on the topic that states, if I had the power, how would I attain world peace? The topic simply means, as a person in position of authority, How will I give a voice and standard of peace to the richest countries of the world? Prem Rawat, a international speaker and author, once said, and I quote, "It is not the world that needs peace, it is the people. When the people in the world are at peace, the world will also be at peace." These states are some of the countries and states of the world that are presently in dispute, and some of them are Ukraine, Russia, Iran, Israel, Pakistan, and many other countries. Peace is a state of tranquility and harmony with the absence of violence or conflict. Achieving world peace is a complex and multifaceted goal that has eluded humanity for centuries. As global tension continues to rise, the need for a comprehensive strategy to foster peace becomes increasingly critical. According to the book titled World Peace, The Voice of a Mountain Bird by an Indian author, Amit Ray, the road to global harmony begins with personal transformation by cultivating a mindset rooted in compassion, understanding, and non-violence. To realize this objective, it's essential to address the root cause of conflict, which includes political, social, and economic inequality. To attain world peace, there are a lot of tips taken as a person of authority, and some of them are promoting education, supporting human rights, encouraging dialogue, and fostering global cooperation. My speech explores the pathways to achieving world peace by examining the roads of diplomacy, cultural understanding, and economic development. Furthermore, diplomacy and international cooperation are fundamental components in the pursuit of world peace. The success of the United Nations as a platform for international cooperation highlights the potential for collaborated efforts. According to Kofi Annan, a diplomat and the former Secretary General of the United Nations, more countries have come to realize that international cooperation is the most effective way to solve global disputes, and the currency of peace is not a weapon or power, but the shared value of dignity, respect, and cooperation. As a person in position of authority, I will first of all change my mindset by acknowledging other people's culture, religion, norms, beliefs, tradition, and so on. And other people around me will also get changed by my mindset, and that is how the world will attain peace. In conclusion, I'm glad to let you know that with peace we can achieve prosperity. With prosperity we can achieve education. With education we can achieve advancement. With advancement we can achieve communal labor. And with communal labor we can achieve economic growth. John Lennon, a motivated artist, once said, and I quote, "Peace is not something we wish for, it is something we make, something we do, something we are, and something we give away." Thank you.
Change doesn't knock. It breaks the door, walks in like it owns the place. I am Aramarchi from Government Junior Model College, and I'm here to talk about a childhood experience that had a very positive impact on me. Having come from a family that is filled with boys, I used to be very rough, very tough, very bold, less concerned about my appearance, and even competing with boys. My mom had always sat me down on various occasions concerning my lifestyle, but I didn't really care. My dad always mentioned that I was just a kid and I would change over time. This change happened when my mother insisted that I had my parents due to the massive explanation of some teachers. I resumed at St. Matthew's Primary School here as a primary 3 student. Of course, I didn't care about anybody's first impression. I was just doing my normal job. I couldn't help but notice the girl that sat next to me. I didn't grab her. She was always smiling, soft-spoken, intelligent, gentle and calm, and most importantly, very intelligent. I couldn't help but wonder if this was how she behaved at home also. I liked that. I wanted everyone and every teacher to praise me like the way they did to her. So I moved my seat even closer to hers. I copied most of her actions, including how she walked. In no time, we became very close and we always did things together. I didn't notice any change in me until when my mother came and appreciated my class teacher for the latest changes she noticed to me. My class teacher applauded me, commended me, and made me stand up in front of the whole class and used me as an example to every rough and playful kid in the class. I made up my mind from that day that I was going to be more diligent, neat, and calm. That time, I was awarded the second best student in my class. Thank you.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ikoyi Victory, and I'm a JSC student of Holy Child College, Southwest Ikoyi, Lagos. I'm here to tell you about my learning journey and the impact it has had on my life. My learning journey has not been a bed of roses so far. In fact, it has been extremely challenging. My learning journey didn't start from my school. It started from my home. I grew up with 3 very talented siblings, especially my elder sister, Chidera. Every speech and prayer giving day, even if nobody else collected prizes, Chidera would collect at least 4. At first, I didn't care. I felt like when I grew up, I too would receive my own fair share of prizes. Unfortunately, I didn't. Nothing changed. I began to get sick of the continuous pattern. Every speech and prize giving day would come and go. No prizes, no letters, nothing. My friends and I would simply sit and clap for those who got the awards. This went on for years. But it all changed in primary 3 when a new student, Olamide Olofola, joined us. At first, I simply saw him as annoying. But gradually, that opinion began to change. By the end of the first term examinations, he proved he knew why he was there. No lesson teachers, no extra lessons, nothing. I woke up after meeting Olamide. I realized the reason I had never gotten a prize was because I was never serious about it. After that, I sat up. There was improvement, but I didn't want improvement. I wanted results. I began to think the school was leaving me out intentionally. I couldn't understand it. That changed the day before the last prize giving day. I didn't receive an award, but I received something much greater. I got information. The day before, my friend teacher, Miss Warha, called me. She told me I did well. I didn't understand what she meant by that. She then explained that if only I had gotten one more mark, I would have been the best student in French. What she told me stuck. It motivated me and changed my approach. In secondary school, I continued to push myself forward, day after day, night after night, relentlessly. I told myself that I too would receive my own prizes on the speech and prize giving day. I did. At the speech and prize giving day, I was not only second overall best in my entire group, I also got a total of 7 prizes along with sum of 40,000 naira. The journey has not been easy, friendly, or convenient. And there have been many times I felt like giving up, but I did not, and I am happy I did not. Nothing in life comes easy. I know I still have a long way to go, but I am thankful for the support, the care, and the help that so many people have shown me along the way. I pray, I hope, and I wish for much more help and support from more people to make the whole journey a success. Thank you.
Life does not get easier, but we can get stronger. Steve Maraboli. Can we truly live in the present when we are faced with fragility of life? Can a scar be a blessing in disguise? What is resilience if not the fire that forges us in the midst of challenges? My childhood experience was shaped by an illness that defined me in a way I never thought was possible. Asthma became my constant companion, teaching me valuable lessons about perseverance and determination. I am Adelaja. I am a JS1 student of Ibadan Grammar School. I would like to share with you my childhood experience that had a positive impact on me. My journey with asthma. As a child, playing on the dusty streets with my neighbors, unaware of the challenges that lay ahead, I ran around, played and jumped gutters with no fear. But one day, while playing, I suddenly couldn't breathe. I remember the coughing, the tightness in my chest, the feeling of drifting to the ground. The next thing I knew, I was waking up in a cold, sterile hospital bed. The doctor said simply, she has asthma. I asked myself, do I have to adjust my entire life for asthma? Could I ever escape its grasp? Will this illness control my entire life forever? 28 June 2008 marked the beginning of a new chapter in my life. Asthma became part of me, but I refused to let it define me. I learned to fight back. I used inhalers, avoided triggers, paced myself, and took breaks when needed. I tried to hide it. When I was in primary 5, I secretly joined a race during inter-house sports. I ran fast and I actually won. For the moment I finished, I collapsed. Another attack, another lesson. After that particular attack, that was when I realized I can't always do what others do. But that doesn't mean I'm weak. It means I must live smart. I changed. More water, better food. When the bones hit the floor, you can't tell which stick does the most work. But when you're the strand, you feel every scrape and strain. One and all present here, I want you to know that your struggles are valid and your strengths are remarkable. Let's support one another, learn from my experience, and together we go. Thank you.
Another activity?
A wise man once said that childhood is play, a period of abnormality, a little bit of insanity, minimize the insecurity. Love becomes a superhero, an anti-hero, a villain, a monster. They are stuck in between infatuation and left with a decision, destruction or freedom.
A child grows into a teenager and so seeks a life of love. A life of uncertainty, naivety, difficulty, the rough edges. But time is ticking, guys. We need to wake up to shake off that devil whispering to us that without romantic love, life is without essence.
Life is beyond the lies, the eyes that look at us. We keep seeking but we don't find. Thereby, choose to love yourself, your health, your passion, your virtues, because searching for love is what we desire, but the quest of life is what we require.
Brilliant. That was awesome. And can we give them a hand, please? Whether a virtual hand or physical hand, again, they have had their say. They've had their say, a conversation with my mirror by students of Reagan Memorial Girls, performed by Oban, Emmanuel, and Esther. Thank you. So we're going to then move on to the next segment, where we listen to speeches from junior secondary school, the other junior secondary school students. In alphabetical order, we have Methodist Girls High School, Yaba. Then we have Reagan Memorial Girls Secondary School, Yaba. We got St. Anne's School, Molete, Ibadan, and Yejide Girls Grammar School, Ibadan. Again, so we're moving on to another segment where we shall be listening to recordings from the following students: Methodist Girls High School, Yaba, Reagan Memorial Baptist Girls Secondary School, St. Anne's School, Molete, Ibadan, and Yejide Girls Junior Grammar School. So let's go and let's enjoy. Thank you very much.
The shout of celebration shouted me into a lesson of reality that made me real at birth. My tears sounded as melody in the ears of the people around me. This was the beginning of learning for me. From the time I was taught how to suck till I could walk, now came one of the dreadful moments. School time. Good day. My name is Adelaja, a junior secondary school student of Methodist Girls High School, Java. I will be describing my learning journey throughout school and the impact it had on me. Robert J. defined learning as a relatively permanent change in a person's knowledge or behavior due to experiences. This can accurately describe my learning journey. Moving in the memory lane, I remember my first day in a school community where there were two different sets of people. One set were excited to be back in school, and the others, just like me, were afraid of the journey ahead. Apart from the academic excellence which I am enjoying, I have learned three major things which are impactful me. First, I have learned to adapt to the school community culture. This adaptation has helped me work with routines, manage my time, and even the language pattern, which has changed my behavioral attitude and my concept about life. This bettered the second impact, which is the realization of an healthy competition, navigating life in general. This has enabled me to set goals and be a go-getter through hard work to be a better me every day. Finally, the knowledge of self-realization has come out a sense of responsibility and makes me run daily that I owe a lot of people my best, my academics, social life, spiritual attainment, and even the society at large. John Maxwell said, "Responsibility maximizes my ability and my opportunities." which strengthens my self-discipline and increases my capacity to achieve success. So, I have learned to be responsible in every way. I will conclude by saying that in this journey of learning in a school, I am not only limited to academic excellence, but I have learned to navigate life through adaptation, develop a healthy competition that enables me to set goals and attain them, and self-realization that I, Oluwadarasimi Adeboye, must be responsible. Thank you.
Good everyone, my name is Ikoyi Victory, and I'm a student of Bariga Memorial Baptist Girls Secondary School. And I'm here to let you know how to work peace and if I have the power. All peace have long been the dream of many leaders, children, mothers, and nation. Yes, in our modern world, peace still feel like a distant home. Conflict in Ukraine and Gaza, refugees are forced to flee their homes. But if I have the power, the kind that could shape the fate of nations that they place have, I'll devote it to building a world where peace is more than just a dream. Today, Ukraine, the sound of war, drown out the voice of family yearning for safety. In Gaza, I tell generation growing up, praying not about fear and loss. But if I have a power, I will not use it to control, conquer. I will use it to unite. I will gather world leaders, not in court of war, but in hall of honest conversation. Through patience and active learning, rewrite the narrative of division into stories of compromise, forgiveness, and healing. No peace can last where justice is missing. If people live in quiet despair, but power protect the voice of the people. A fair government does not just prevent conflict, it gives citizens hope. And hope is one of the strongest foundations for peace. Climate will have the power, I'll bring nations together to treat climate action not as charity, but as responsibility. I will take action to protect minds from hate. Social media should be a bridge, not a battlefield. I'll place strong limits on weapons, not just the kind made of steel, but made of words, images, and influence. My power protects the digital voices that spread division, while lifting those that spread compassion. Peace must be protected in both digital and physical worlds. In the end, if I have the power, I will not use it to rule, but I will use it to repair. I would not ask the world to fear me. I will ask it to join me. Because peace is not something one person can create alone. It has hearts across every borders, hearts from every culture, and the power to choose unity where division is easier. Where every child wakes up to hope, not fear. If I have the power, I'll build a world where peace is not just possible, but permanent. Where every child wakes up to hope, not fear. That's the power I dream of. That's the power I would fight for. And that's the power I use not to change the world for myself alone, but to change the world for all of us.
Good day everyone. My name is Akitola Jolade. I am in JSS 1B. I'm here to talk about the topic, if I had power, how would I attain world peace? What is world peace? World peace refers to a state of global harmony, where communities, nations, individuals coexist peacefully without violence or war. If I had power, I would do the following. Firstly, I would ensure that armed conflict is replaced by effective dialogue. Effective dialogue means listening actively to parties involved in conflict, understanding their point of view, and finding common ground and agreeable solution to their conflicts. For example, if there had been effective dialogue between Israel and the Hamas in Gaza, thousands of people would have not been killed in the international conflict. Secondly, I would encourage and promote conflict resolution. Conflict resolution is the process by which you address and settle disputes between people in a peaceful and satisfactory manner. Conflict resolution helps to prevent issue from escalating, and it also avoids individual from retaliating. For example, Israel and Iran were able to cease fire because of United States government's efforts at conflict resolution. The international body responsible for coffee resolution is the United Nations. In conclusion, if I had the power, I would attain world peace by addressing injustice. Most time, conflicts arise when people are treated unequally, unfairly, and their human rights are violated. When this happens, people involved will feel marginalized and be forced to react. Thank you.
Hey everyone, my name is Josephine, a bona fide student of Everyday Girls Grammar School Junior. Today, I'll be making a brief speech on the topic, describe your learning journey throughout school and the impact it had on your life. Tackling the keywords in this sentence, learning, journey, impact, school, and life. Learning can be referred to as those experiences attained from an adventure, be it in your school or in your dwelling place. However, journey can be referred to as those trips that has beginning and also has an ending. Similarly, we all know school as a place where teaching and learning takes place, but it does not just end here. It's a place where children lay foundation on the kind of life they wish for themselves in the nearest future. Moreover, life can be referred to as those processes through which birth and death occurs with living organisms. And lastly, impact can be referred to as those benefits attained from something or someone, be it negatively or positively. Me describing my learning journey throughout school and the impact it had on my life. Having a flashback to my kindergarten stage, I'd never wanted to go to school because I found school very tedious and boring. But with the endless efforts of my parents and teachers, I was able to add this passion for school and came out with outstanding grades during the end of each section. On getting to the point where I was to sit for the compulsory entrance examination, I was confused because we were asked to make two different choices on the school we intend to go to. Our teacher said to us, before you make choices in life, you ask yourself, what are those things you really need in the thing you're about to go for, in order for you not to end up making mistakes. And today, I made a choice in which I am not regretting. On getting to my secondary school, I met a teacher who said to us, who are those interested in singing competition? I said to myself, we've always had this urge for singing. Then I went out to write my name. Luckily for me, I was chosen. Although during my first trial, it was a very tedious thing for me because I had this tension running through me. But with the help of my teacher in allowing me continue to venture in this kind of activities continuously, I was able to build that confidence. And today, I can boast of facing 10,000 people with no form of tension running through me. I was an average student in mathematics, but I met a teacher who grew me from grass to grace by making me an excellent student in mathematics. I had this passion for creative activities, but with the help of school, I was able to achieve this dream of mine. School has impacted me in a whole lot of ways that if I'm given a whole day to express myself, I'll still not be able to say it all. School has helped me to find out the hidden talent within me. It has helped me to build my confidence. It has helped me to become it has given me from an average student to an excellent student in mathematics. School has helped me to know how to make choices. School had helped me in almost all ramifications. School had helped me to become an award with the help of my school, our school management and my teachers. They have helped me become an award winner both within and outside the school. And I said to myself, are you just going to allow this impact lie within you, or you take it beyond the school? And I promise not to only pass through the 4 walls of the school, but allow the school pass through me in order for me to use this impact to teach my younger ones coming after me.
Well done, well done. Let's celebrate our children. Let's celebrate our Nigerian Secondary School students, the GSS students. Thank you very, very much for sharing your experiences, for talking about your life journey, for talking about life lessons. We have really enjoyed ourselves. If you have been wowed, please give them a clap, give them a thumbs up, give them a smile, give them a virtual hug, whatever it is you could do. Thank you. Well, I guess, it's time for just a break, a 10-minute break. Use the facilities, grab a drink of water, stretch your legs. Because you know what? We have more to come. We're not done yet. So see you in 10 minutes. And please make sure you come back. Well done.
So moving on after a comfort break, we're going to have what we call a round table discussion. Okay? The ethos of this event today is amplifying the voice of the next generation, and that is exactly precisely what we're doing this afternoon. I'm sure you will all agree. So again, your comments can be made in the chat. We will take a look at it, and of course, at some point, we might be able to have an open mic for people to actually have 1 or 2 words. But for now, let's go on to the roundtable discussion, and we'll have that topic for that discussion, which is peer pressure, how to make positive choices and resist negative influences. Very, very interesting topic. I'm sure you'll agree with me. And of course, we have participants and we have the moderator of the event. The facilitator of the roundtable will be dear sister, the lovely, erudite, eloquent, indeed informative Adejoke Astro, who's our facilitator today. And I'm going to hand over to Adejoke to take us through what we should expect to see and what we expect to hear. And of course, those will be taking part in the discussion. Over to Adejoke. Can we spotlight Adejoke, please?
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. And Otumba, thank you for that nice introduction. We're at what I think is the most interesting part of this event, which is where we do get to hear your views. The round table for me is a very authentic place where you can actually just be yourself. One of the things before I actually introduce the contestants that I need all the participants to actually pay attention to is round this table, you are all equal. We need to show respect to each other. And as people are going to be very, very authentic and share their own truths and views on this, there is no wrong or right to what we're going to talk about. So please bear that in mind. I think the best way to start this off, after I've introduced you, would be you'll have 2 minutes to just air your views on the topic, and then we will open it up and I'll try and make sure all of us are actually involved in this. So in alphabetical order of the schools, I have Babatunde Ayomide from Baptist Academy. I have Simon Abacho from Government College Ikorodu. I have Blessing Okoro from Holy Child. I also have April Obinyo from Methodist Girls. And last but not the least, I have Achi Angel from Regan. Could we please give the participants a round of applause, please? Virtually. Thank you very much. Okay, so as we know, the topic is peer pressure, how to make positive choices and resist negative influences. And I would like to hear from Master Babatunde Ayomide first.
Good day, ma. Can you?
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Good day, ma. My name is Babatunde Ayomide, a student of Baptist Academy. And what I feel about peer pressure and how to the solutions and negative influences. First of all, I would like to discuss about what peer pressure is. I feel that peer pressure is defined as when people your age or in your society try to influence the way you speak, the way you act, and the way you dress or make decisions. And although all the time it might not be bad, sometimes it might be good because of they might influence you to, like, for instance now, join religious fellowships, do sports and so many other things. But in Nigeria today, we have so many bad or negative influences in our schools. Like for instance now, when we're writing exams, they might tell us to cheat, that cheating is not bad. But in the real sense of things, cheating is actually negative as it doesn't help the students to read, it promotes laziness and so many other things. In our society, we see rappers, singers promoting drugs, telling us that
doing negative things are good, and it just doesn't make sense to me. And I'd just like to tell everybody else in attendance and all the other students that we should speak on what we feel and personal experiences. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, so next person, can we have Simon Abachu, please? Is Simon here?
I can hear you, Simon. You need to come off mute.
I think it is Simon unmuted.
Is he on
My
chat?
dear facilitator, maybe you come back to Simon.
Okay,
I
I'll have
think
to.
he's struggling a bit just to come off mute.
Okay, that's okay. So I'm going to sort of skip. We'll come back to Simon in a minute. Can we hear from Blessing Okoro, please?
Shema, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
We can hear you.
Can we spotlight Blessing for me, please?
My name is Okoro.
Blessing is on screen. Holy Child College, Ikoyi. She's on screen.
She needs to speak a bit louder.
Can you hear me?
A bit louder, Blessing. Thank you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Much
Okay.
better.
So the topic is peer pressure, how to make positive choices and resist negative influences. Personally, I feel peer pressure is something psychological. It's all around us. You know the right thing, but because of other people around you, you tend to want to belong and you lean towards the negative because that's the view we're taking peer pressure from. Now, we're not saying, or I'm not neglecting that peer pressure can be positive. It can come in a positive form. But nowadays, it's majorly coming in a negative form, making the teens, the young people, basically the youth, lean towards a totally wrong direction. And then we see ourselves later on producing people of societal harm, like armed robbers, kidnappers, and so many other things. We're talking about making positive choices. I feel the best way to make a positive choice on how to resist negative peer pressure is to join a positive peer group. When you see yourself in a positive peer group, you see yourself being encouraged, being happy, like you belong to the right thing. You see yourself doing the right things. But when you lean towards that negative side, you're neglecting your values, the positive values, the norms. So making a positive choice will obviously lead to a positive outcome, which is why you need to avoid the negative peer pressure. And how do you do this? You navigate them. By navigating, you realize that you need to make the positive choice of joining a positive peer group. Thank you.
Much for that. I was like, it was very nice to hear the reference to values. It seems like Simon, are you ready now? Okay, I might need to come back to Simon.
Yeah.
So can I? Oh,
My friend once told me she was pressured by her mates to purchase paper batches. In the end, she was punished because of it. Turns out it's an offense at her school. Negative influences. It leads to so many consequences. So the question here is, how does one make positive choices and resist negative influences? One, by building self-confidence. Self-confidence is associated with assertiveness, knowing what is right and standing for it by doing and being known for the right thing. This will enable you to be known by your values. Knowing your values in the sense that you align your actions with the personality you want to show and create an internal standard and align those actions with internal standards. This will help you in resisting negative influences because the internal standards you set will help you in decision making. Another guideline: focus on your goals and priorities, bearing in mind that some negative influences could be distractions from focus. By concentrating on your goals and priorities, the chances of you being involved in negative peer pressure will drastically reduce. Staying true to yourself, identify who you are and stick to it, and socialize with people who accept you as you are. Abigail Breslin once said, "Never let anyone try and make you into something that you're not. Remember what it is that you want and always stay strong in that." Jeff Moore also said, "You will have no peer pressure if you cared less about the opinions of others. Focus on yourself. Don't let the opinions of others define who you are." I see attitude to peer pressure as a matter of choice. You choose to say yes or no. Constantly engage yourself with positive activities. By being occupied with positive activities, the chances of you being involved in negative activities will reduce. Thank you.
Very nice points there. So now I am actually going to reach out to Achi Angel.
Hey everyone, my name is Achi Angel from Rega Memorial Baptist Girls Secondary School. Whether we believe it or not, or choose to admit or not, peer pressure is something we all experience. It's a quiet voice that says, "Do it." Everybody is doing it. It's not um it's not always negative actually. Sometimes it helps us to step out and try new things and grow. The real issue is when they start shaping us instead of sharpening our skills or life. So I believe that it's not about um isolating ourselves to avoid peer pressure. What matters most is being you in whatever situation you find yourself and not trying to change yourself just because, okay, this person is doing it and I want to be like this person. Thank you.
Thank you. So, let's try this one more time. Now, for some reason, I can't hear anything anymore. But can you hear me? Can you just give me a thumbs up? Can you hear me?
We can hear you clearly.
Excellent, thank you. Oh, sorry, it just went dead silent after she finished. I'm going to try one last time. Is Simon Abachu ready for us?
Yes, hello. Good day.
A good day.
Yes.
Okay, so you have the floor, or you have the table, should we say, the virtual round table.
Okay. So, to my understanding, I would like to define peer and pressure, then I'll put it together. A peer can be defined as someone's friend, relative, people that are associated, and pressure can be defined as maybe like placing something on somebody, like making that thing compulsory for the person to do. And when you say peer pressure means making, like applying, making somebody do what you want the person to do. Peer pressure. Peer pressure can be in form of, it can be positive or it can be negative. So positive aspect of peer pressure, we have good grades, we have good qualities from teachers, and the negative aspect can be examination malpractice, just like one of the students said. And this has caused a lot in our schools today, because I'm seeing the negative part of the peer pressure, but this has caused different things that it can lead to, and the effect of the negative peer pressure can lead to expulsion, it can lead to suspension, and it can lead to bad image from such students and the family. So peer pressure has a lot to do. So the positive part of peer pressure
I would like to emphasize on is getting good grades from teacher. When you have good things from teachers, they support you in everything you are doing. They help you. If you are lagging behind in one thing or the other, they help you. So that's my own point of view on peer pressure. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, something noted. I do apologize. I've just read the name that I was given, and I need to make a correction. The young lady that I have been referring to as Blessing has corrected me that her name is actually Blossom. So I do apologize. So the name is Blossom Okoro, not Blessing. Thank you for that. But thank you to all of the participants. So now let's dig a bit deeper. What I'd like you to do is, this is where we open this up to all of you. We've got different views. I'm going to give you a scenario, and I'd like you to sort of see how would you deal with this. You've talked about exam malpractice, you've talked about other bits and bobs that can happen, but you're in a situation where there's no food at home. Your friend tells you where you could get free food at no cost financially. What do you do? Any of you can jump in at this point, put your hand up and then talk. If not, I'm going to call you. All right, so since no one's jumping in, I am going to go for Blossom first, please. How do you actually deal with that?
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so you said hungry, free food at no cost. Okay, in that kind of situation, the first thing I feel any individual would do is to start asking the mental questions like, if I go to this place, will I come back? If you're the kind of person that has strict parents, the next question that follows is, will mom and dad be happy if they get to know I went to this place without telling them, no informing, no time to come back? So basically, that kind of situation makes you want to remember who you are, where you're coming from, what makes you comfortable, where you belong. So, and already it's free food. It's very suspicious. So you as a person, you can't go expecting that you might come back. It sounds strange on its own already. So that kind of being put in that kind of situation, to me, is now about the no factor. Learning to say no, like I can't do this. Even though I'm in a situation that this is seeming like a very good solution, I have to say no, because I don't know if I say yes, which situation or which position I'm going to put myself in. Because I might put myself in something that I can't come out. So yeah.
All right. Thank you. Nice view. Very intelligent there. Thank you. Achi, I'd like to hear from you, please.
You might want to go again.
Okay, so as an individual, I'm a very careful person. So I'll say if I find myself in that kind of situation, I'll be very suspicious. And I'm not really someone that is into eating, like I don't really eat. So I guess I would first ask how or where she got such an information from and what exactly happened or where the place is exactly. And then I'm kind of person that I share a lot of things with my dad. So no matter what, if I'm actually going to go there, I would first inform him that okay, this is what's going on. And I don't think I would ever find something cheap or for no price at all. So I just think I'll be so I won't say foolish to go ahead with such a request or invite. Thank you.
Thank you. Babatunde.
Yes, ma'am.
Talk to me or talk to us. You've got the floor.
But please, can you repeat the question? I know you had the question originally.
Okay, so all it is, it was just a scenario. What I was asking is, you are hungry. A
Yes, ma'am.
friend rocks up and says, you know what, we can get some free food somewhere, right? You
Yes,
don't
ma'am.
know where, but
Yes, ma'am.
maybe this is someone that you really look up to and you want to belong, let's
Yes,
say. What do you do in that situation?
ma'am. Well, Mark, it depends on, first of all, since I really look up to the person. I mean, most human beings or most teenagers of my age, many of them will be reluctant. But in the school where I come from, Baptist Academy, they teach us that we should be very vigilant. And at times, me as a person, I'm not really the kind of person that if they just tell me that, okay, let's go and get some food, I'll just follow the person anyhow. And even though I'm hungry, I still have some values that it's not everything you go and eat from people. So I think at that moment in time, I will hold myself because of at the end of the day, maybe I will still find some food from, maybe from the canteen or something like that. So yeah, that's what I would do.
Okay, thank you. And let's hear from Simon. What's your response?
From my point of view, when my friend used to tell me that we should go to a particular place that we don't know about.
Okay, well,
one thing for me, like in our school, they teach us something, and in our rules and regulations, we also have it that we should be vigilant of our environment, sensitive. And if you are to go out, maybe in the night or when everywhere is silent, we should go either 2 or 3. So me being aware of my environment, for my friend to tell me that kind of thing, me too, I'll use my sense that this place that this person is telling me to go to, I should know about it, or I don't know if it's good or bad, or if something bad will happen to me if I go there, or I don't know if I'll come back if I go there. So being inquisitive about your environment, that's a lot to do. Thank you.
Thank you. Brilliant point heard then. I remember when I was your age, there used to be a funny adage where they used to say, "Awoof no dey worry belle." It seems like Nigeria has changed a lot. Awoof dey worry belle. And it's nice to actually hear from all of you, understanding the fact that nothing in life comes free. You do need to be very alert and aware of what it is that you're walking into. It's nice to hear that you all have a lot of good emphasis on self-confidence and your values. So at this point, what I am going to ask for, if any of you have, if any of you have anything else to add, you can. Just put your thumb up. I can see that on the screen because we're almost running out of time now. So I'm going to say that in summation, I think this personally, you guys have given me a lot of hope, a lot more hope about the future leaders of Nigeria. Just listening to you, listening to everything else that I've heard, but being part of this round table, you have given me a lot of hope for what Nigeria can become. And I'm a positive person, so I say what it will become. Because your moral compasses are actually on point. I will wrap this up with one last adage, which is always remember this. Show me your friends, and I will tell you the person you are. And on that note, thank you. I hope everyone enjoyed listening to the participants, and we've all picked up a nugget or two from this. Can we please give them all a round
Yes,
of
round of
applause?
applause for the participants. Fantastic.
I would like to hand this back to the moderators to take over. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Adejoke. So Ayotola, are you back with us? Great, thank you.
Phrase for no one gives what he or she doesn't have. I would like to use this to begin our journey into the topic. What would AI respond to the question, what is the meaning of life? From ancient civilizations to modern philosophies, early humans looked to the stars, myth, and nature to make sense of their existence. Philosophers like Socrates, Confucius, and Buddha wrestled with this question through reason, ethics, and spirituality. While existentialists argue that life's meaning is not given but created, this question isn't just intellectual, it's deeply emotional and universal because the moments of awe differ. Now, in the age of AI, we turn to machines with the same existential questions. Today, we live in a world reshaped by artificial intelligence. AI helps us work, learn now, and not even think. And as AI goes more advanced, we begin to ask it not only physical questions, but philosophical ones as well. For instance, what is life itself? How do I respond to the loss of a loved one? How do I begin again? In search engines, chatbot, and digital assistants, people now type in questions in one such shamans, philosophers, and poets. What is my purpose? What is the meaning of life? It's both unsettling and fascinating how humanity, with all its depth and nuance, now turns to machines and lines and code for guidance on its most profound mysteries. At this moment, we discover something truly profound, not just the limitations of AI, but the inescapable uniqueness of man. We also attempt a comparing paradox because of AI can't feel, even though it's powerful. It can process data, but it can't dream. It can explain how life works, but cannot see why. Even the godfather of AI, Geoffrey Hinton, estimated a 10 to 20% chance of AI wiping out humanity in the next 30 years, describing AI like a very cute tiger cub that hope it doesn't kill you when it's all grown up. So how can we trust something that threatens the end of our existence to give us the perfect answer to the question, what is the meaning of life? Also, there's an ironic twist in actual artificial intelligence, the creation of humans, something as deeply inherently human as the meaning of life. AI does not experience existence the way humans do. Yes, it's being questioned about existence itself. This question supplements smaller tendencies on how we now turn to technologies, not just for facts, but for truth, guidance, and essential clarity, potentially indicating a loss of faith in our religion and even in our self-respect. Furthermore, I would like to drive into something called the mirror effect. Whatever AI answers is not a discovery of meaning, but reflection on the data has been trained on. So maybe asking what AI life means may just tell us generally what human think life to be and any other objective truth. The meaning of life is not found in the answer, it's found in the search. It's found in the moments of struggle, beauty, loss, and connectivity. Something that no matter how advanced an AI is, can partake in. The meaning of life is not a line of code to be executed, but a story to be lived. One stupid to think of asking AI what the meaning of life is. AI is a machine, it can't console, it can't cry, it can't feel the way humans do. It's just a machine, a program that helps us with our daily assignments, our daily quest for facts, not for truth. With that, I remain an advocate, Odumosi Emmanuel from Baptist Academy. Thank you very much.
Kiolua, a proud student of Adelaja Girls Senior Secondary School, Bariga. Looking at the topic, a childhood experience that had a positive impact on me. How about imagining a world where a child's future depends on the shape of their gender? Have you ever felt a dream is too big just because we were born into the wrong family? I was born in a place where boys walk to school with books in their arms and girls walk beside them carrying jugs of water. My brothers received all the encouragement and support they needed to learn and grow. As for my sisters, they left school one by one. I too had a wild dream to be a human rights lawyer, but as a girl in my home, my dreams felt like secrets I dared not speak. One rainy afternoon, I found a lantern in the darkness, a borrowed book from my neighbor's small library, Miss Shoyoye, a friendly teacher next door. Let Me Borrow Second Class Citizen by Buche Mechita. As I turned the pages, I met Ada, a girl very much like me, ignored and undervalued by those around her. Yet, she refused to stay down. She picked up a pen and began to write her own destiny. Buoyed by hope, I prepared for the common entrance examination with all the determination I could muster. I studied candlelight long into the night, but when the results came, despair hit me like tidal wave. I had failed. My heart sank. My father didn't say anything at first, but the silence spoke volumes. Later that night, my father said quietly, "This is why we don't waste our resources on girls." Those words were like a dagger to my heart. I began to believe them all. Was I doomed to follow in my sister's footsteps? In that silence, the wind deserted my sail. Miss Shoyoyo would not let me drown. She sat me down and said, One failure isn't a verdict. It's only the first act of your story. She reminded me that even Nelson Mandela and Abraham Lincoln had stumbled before they sighed. Then she showed me the pursuit of happiness. Well, Will Smith's character declares, don't ever let someone tell you can't do something. You got a dream. You got to protect it. Those words became the winds beneath my wings. Renewed, I approached the exam again with courage. This time, my pen danced across the paper. And when the results were announced, I could hardly believe my ears. I had scored the highest mark in my entire class, earning me scholarship to secondary school. That victory changed everything. Education once denied to me has transformed my life. Today, as an SS2 student, I serve as a peer mentor to younger girls. I speak at junior assemblies. I'm actively involved in the school's community, in the school's reading programs, and I'm actively involved in the Gender Equality Club. I'm no longer a dreamer. I'm a doer, determined to help other girls dream too. So who am I? I'm a girl who dared to dream in the world that almost silenced her. I stand here today not just for myself, but for every other girl out there whose eyes light up at the sight of a book and has ever been told, you can't. Thank you.
The of a school education is not just about what you learn, but who you become when one is telling you to be. Said by Benazir Bhutto, the former Prime Minister of Pakistan. Also, Kwame Mensah, a former member of St. Joseph College, said, discipline is the bridge between goals and achievements. Life in school is no easy path. It's filled with strict routines, early morning, shared spaces, and a constant test of character. We were the fun ones, my best friend and I. All we cared about was painting the school red. Books, no. Classes, boring. Then we went home and came back from the break, and she changed. She became cold, distant, and quiet. Then I asked what was wrong, and she said her friend at home just got scholarship and made it clear to her she was not on her level anymore. That broke her, and it broke me too. I made a vow. No more games. My book first. My future starts now. Standing before you is Adelaja, a student of Government Senior Model College, Ikorodu, Lagos State, Nigeria. The topic before me is my learning journey throughout school and the impact on my life. Journey is simply put as the distance between the starting point and the destination. I attend a boarding school. From outside, people think it's just about studying far away from home, but behind the toll gate lies a world that reasoned the way my parents couldn't. The moment I became a boarder, I stepped into a life where independence was a necessity. I had to wake up myself, care for myself, and make decisions on my own. And that taught me how to survive without constant support. When there was no light, I learned to read that I touched. When there was no water, I fetched water from far places, sometimes tired but determined. We don't have the luxury of waiting for everything to be perfect. We'll make the best out of what we have. That mindset has shaped the way I now see life. No matter how tough it gets, I must push through. In the classroom, I was learning subjects, but outside the classroom, I was learning resilience, discipline, self-worth, and teamwork. I learned to manage my time, face pressures during the exam, and to focus even when everything around me was falling apart. But the school made me stronger, not just in academics, but in spirit. Most importantly, my learning journey through school helped me find confidence in who I am. I discovered that I don't need everything to be perfect before I make it. I didn't need to keep believing in myself to keep showing up, and never to give up even when life gets hard. In conclusion, the journey of life is not a bed of roses, but at the end of the tunnel, there is light. I can relate this saying to the process I faced throughout my learning journey in school. It gave me experience to plan for a better future. I carry not just memories, but milestones.
Good day, panel of judges. My name is Yene Michelle. I'm a student of Holy Child College, Southwest Ikoyi, Lagos, Nigeria, and I'm here to speak on my learning journey throughout school and the impact it's had on my life. Life is essentially an unresolved puzzle filled with mysterious adventures as the pieces come together. Well, my learning journey was quite complicated. It should not be generalized that education is simple just as long as you study. Unfortunately, in my case, it was quite the opposite. I've been at different schools for as long as I can remember. Growing up with parents who frequently moved around presented extraordinary challenges for me. However, over time, moving gave me remarkable opportunities that shaped who I am today. Their mobility might have affected my academic progress, but my ability to socialize is a skill that continues to serve me well. The greatest challenge above all was moving from the United Kingdom to Holy Child College in Nigeria to study. This school was a testament to resilience, adaptability, and grit. In Holy Child College, I learned being smart was more important than fitting in. Becoming a student in a boarding school that was in another country taught me how to have perseverance and interdependence skills. I learned to communicate effectively and also build relationships with my teachers, especially with my chemistry and my English teacher, who taught me how to dedicate my time into striving to be the best. Nelson Mandela once said, education is the most powerful weapon one can use to change the world. Well, I strongly agree to this because I also believe education is the greatest advantage one can have over another. This leads me to feeling righteous about my goals. In Holy Child College, I settled in with haste and became more resilient in tough situations, especially with those of meeting my new classmates. Meeting people my age that saw the world from a different perspective taught me how to empathize with them, regardless of the fact it was the most difficult experience for me at school. This exposed me to diverse views and cultures of our world and how to understand others who have different ways of thinking. My learning journey exposed me to the good and the bad. While some of my classmates embraced me with grace, some made school seem unsettling and tedious. Holy Child College taught me how to adjust to different school systems and exhausting routines. Initially, I felt like an outsider, but having people who influenced me around me positively gave me the power to survive in an overbearing environment, as well as challenge myself in my academics. In reflection, we should understand what it means to be in education and how challenges and curiosity can alter one's way of thinking. Acquiring tenacity can benefit one as one grows and has a competent learning journey, even as hardship litter the way. Fundamentally, my journey was a learning curve for me. As much as I suffered, I gained a lifetime worth of experience. The pieces have come together and my puzzle is solved. Thank you.
I remember her eyes first, a little girl from Syria. She didn't cry when she told me her story because she had cried enough. She just spoke quietly. When we heard the sound of gunfire, Mama grabbed her hand and ran. She was only 6 years old, and yet she spoke like someone who has survived 100 years of sorrow. I still think about her. I wonder where she is now. Is she safe? How can a child carry so much fear and still keep going? Members of the NSF family, greetings to you. I am Adelaja Mazdat Kende, an SS2 student of Ibadan Grammar School. Thank you for the privilege given to me to represent my school. If I had the power to achieve world peace, what would I do? Look around. Gaza, Congo, Haiti. In Gaza, more than 55,000 people have been killed. In Ukraine, 10 million displaced. Sudan bleeds, quietly, painfully, and it is not just war. Hunger chasing millions from their home. One fire burns through Canada and Greece. Asia is choking on it. 1 in every 10 people goes to bed hungry every night in a world that wastes 1/3 of its food. And we ask, why can't there just be peace? Is this the future we promise our children? If I had the power to achieve world peace, I will start with the government or armies. I will start with the children. I will write the curriculum, not just with mathematics and grammar, but with empathy. Let kids grow up knowing how to solve problems with their voices, not their fists. And I would ask, why did we spend $2.4 trillion on weapons last year? When children starve? What is the escalation of war between Israel and Iran over weapons? I'll shut down the war screens on our phone, the glorified violence, the viral hate. I'll fight for this planet. I'll create green jobs, safer homes, clean water. How can children learn when the sky is on fire? More than anything, I would listen. To the boy in Gaza who wants to kick football without fear. To the boy in Yemen whose cries goes unheard in the dark. To the woman in DR Congo who is surviving unspeakable violence. And to my little girl in Syria who just wants to go home. Not to run, not to hide, just to go home. And if I had the power to achieve world peace, I won't keep it for myself. I'll light the flame and pass it on. Because peace doesn't start with power. It begins with listening. It begins with courage, with love, with all of us. Thank you.
Awesome. Otumba, are you there? Yaba. And then Reagan Memorial Baptist Girls Secondary School, Yaba. Followed by St. Anne's School, Molete, Ibadan. And then finally, Yejide Girls Secondary, Senior Grammar School, Ibadan. Thank you.
I've got to say this, Tola, the Molete axis has been well represented today. That axis in Ibadan, Yejide Girls, Ibadan Grammar School, St. Anne's. Over to Tech Crew. Let's see the rest of the videos. Thank you.
And Yejide.
And Yejide, absolutely.
Thank you.
Yes, we can hear you. Thank you.
The world today is full of conflicting countries. Leaders who plan to dominate and make the world their own. Individuals hungry for fame,
money, and even power. Citizens escaping their countries for refuge. Nations fighting over God-given needs. The media criticizes, causing hate and division. Nigerians against South Africans, the Americans against the Chinese, and the Israelites against the Iranians. They have on policies against this violence, but they seem not to work out in the end. The United Nations Charter, Chapter 6, was one of these policies we tried to settle disputes with use of negotiation, but was ignored. Well, I have a plan. Oluwatobiloba Ojunaike has a plan to stop all the violence. A plan to settle disputes amicably and policy with the aim of stopping intense clashes. If I had the power to attain world peace as a team, how would I do it? The following points I'm about to make are answers to that question. I can begin with leading by example. Though this step seems too small, it does make a positive difference. Apologizing when wrong and forgiving when needed. Still talking about my primary environment, my school, I hope to condemn corruption every chance I get. Speaking up against nepotism and taking a stand against favoritism. I hope to form and manage peace groups in my school in which conflict resolution and negotiation will be taught. These groups are going to consist of people who are from their own indigenous tribes who speak their own respective languages. As a teen who plans to attain world peace, I hope to use social media as a tool to raise awareness, spark important conversations, and inspire real-world action for peace, fairness, and change. Even talking about social media, let me discuss the fake news and misinformation spread. Many offensive things are put on the World Wide Web on a day-to-day basis, and this really affects inter-country relationships. With a policy I plan on implementing, I hope that there will be a reduction in the fear, hate, and propaganda spread on the internet. I hope to create a blog in which I can post quotes that encourage kindness and empathy. I also plan to post tweets that encourage the same thing. One of these quotes are, "Being kind takes little to no effort, but being evil takes a lot of strength." I hope to organize campaigns against xenophobia, extreme nationalism, and us versus them mentalities. With the help of people in high places, I hope to reconcile all fighting countries. I also aim to stop the generational trauma of things like colonialism, which keeps tensions alive. With all I've said, I hope I've been able to give promising points and answers to the question, if I had the power to attain world peace as a team, how would I do it? Looking at the situation between Israel and Iran creates a yearning for world peace. Thank you.
Good day, everyone. My name is Afolabi Arolwa. I'm a student of Bariga Memorial Baptist Girls Secondary School, and I'm here to relate on the topic, a childhood experience or encounter that had a positive impact on my life. If I had spoken up, she would probably still be alive. I grew up in a very wealthy but reserved family that comprised of my mom, dad, and 3 other siblings. Nothing was really interesting for me because the only family time I had to spend with my family was either during New Year, Easter, or Christmas. Other than that, I had no other deeper relationship with them. This made me very quiet and reserved. I didn't really want to talk or associate with anyone. Well, apart from my one friend in primary school, she was my golden light and kind of the only person I enjoyed spending my time with. We shared everything and anything with each other. Until one day, everything changed. It was in 6th grade when she had come to school looking very pale and sick. I had asked her what was wrong. Initially, she didn't want to tell me anything, but she broke down in tears, telling me she was raped by her uncle. In a state of shock, I had screamed and wept bitterly. She hugged me and told me everything was going to be fine as long as I promised not to tell anyone. So I consented. Few days passed and she had not come to school. I was utterly concerned. I had decided I was going to tell my parents. But I got home only to receive the most heartbreaking and soul-wrenching news that would change my life forever. They had told me that my best friend, my golden light, my Morayo, she was dead. She was gone. There was no bringing her back. There was no going back to change anything. I broke down in tears and ran to my room, refusing to eat or drink anything. I felt so weak and powerless. I didn't know what to do again. I had finally decided I was going to talk to my parents, something I had never done. I was about to do it. Mustering up all the courage in me, I told them everything that happened and how I've been feeling. They had apologized I felt that way and comforted me. They had also told her parents everything that happened, comforting them about it also. This affected me greatly but positively. I do not want anyone to go through what my best friend had gone through. This experience made me more outspoken and brave against all odds. Through this platform, I want to call on to others with the same purpose and drive to be able to support and help other potential warriors out there. Thank you.
Benue. Once the food basket of our beloved nation, Nigeria, is now grappling with hunger. Why? Because the farmers can't farm. It's either the farmlands are burnt today or the farmers are killed tomorrow. According to Daily Trust newspaper, dated June 3rd, 2025, over 270 people have been killed from April 1 to June 1. And according to Benue NGO Network, over 5,700 lives have been lost due to this attack since 2011. Not to mention the Boko Haram insurgency and the lives that has been lost due to it. I am Otuntajo Odunayomi, representing St. Anne's Senior School, and I'll be exploring the theme, if I had the power, how would I attain world peace? If I had the power, I would promote dialogue over conflict, dialogue between Russia and Ukraine, dialogue between the people of Israel and Iran, dialogue between the herdsmen and the Benue farmers. By promoting dialogue, there will be mutual understanding and relative world peace. Why do you think war is more rampant in African countries like Rwanda, Somalia, Sudan, just to mention a few? This is due to the high level of illiteracy. In the words of Nelson Mandela, education is the most powerful weapon to change the world. So if I had the power, I would promote the world peace through education by providing free basic education and enlightening the parents to send their kids to school. If I had the power, I would provide security, not just protection, but food security. A popular saying goes thus: a hungry man is an angry man. This brings to mind the hunger protest that happened August 1, 2024. So if I had the power, I would subsidize the cost of food that it will be affordable for everyone. And I'm going to provide seeds and fertilizers for the farmers to eradicate world hunger. In conclusion, according to John Lennon, peace isn't just something you wish, it is something you do, something you make, something you are, and something you even give away. Power alone cannot attain world peace, but power, gathered with compassion, sacrifice, action, and the love for others, can attain world peace. If I, Odunayomi, had the power, I would do all this to attain world peace. Then what about you? Thank you.
It's not who you are underneath, it's what you do that defines you, which shows that if you are not brave enough, no one will back you up. A great motivational talk that always educates me. Declination of my self-confessed, rejection of pregnancy by my father, acceptation of pregnancy was a reform. I, in a womb, wondering how life would be. When I took a glance at uterus, I saw it was open, wishing me congratulations to Earth. Good day to all my sagacious audience. My name is Shitu Muslimat Olaide, a bona fide representative of VHD Girls Grammar School. I'm here to talk about a childhood experience that has a positive impact on me. First off, a father with 5 wives and 14 children is like a field full of countless grasses. I started dwelling with people that detested me. Due to lack of care and monitoring, standard of education was low at first. Occurrence of inability to comprehend because school fees was not paid. With no other reasons, but because I was called a bastard. Despite all this confusion, I looked endlessly focused and determined. A nation's builder who saw the bright future in me first was my English teacher, Miss Lawal. She made me realize that the sky is unlimited for me. How? When? Where? This question started rumbling in my mind. The assurance to get it, the assurance to know what will happen in the future really lies on my right hands. In addition, night comes and goes, but no food to conquer the horrible nightmare. Coming to school has unfolded me. It really made me realize that tomorrow and the future is a place where yesterday's stories will be buried up. Solutions are unfillable to the problem created. All these experiences have shaped my mind to fulfill my dream in becoming a great professor of journalism. Absence of father really made me realize that fate and destiny are unchangeable. My mother had to start a petty job for her survival. Did it stop there? Definitely no. Because all my father's properties had been shared among my relatives without leaving a dime to us. Progression in my academics unfolded the fate when I started flying my victory flags. All these experiences had made me realize that I'm unstoppable. Conclusively, I want to wipe my mother's tears. I want my uniqueness and universality to make me totally accepted, not just by people of my time, but by generation after me. I want to express a serene thoughtfulness in all my works by showing my dynamism and uniqueness. Did my childhood experience has a positive impact on me? Yes, but why? Because when I take a look at the sky, I saw the peak, I saw the apex, I saw the high position that is awaiting for me. I cry, not because I'm weak, it's because I've been strong for too long. There is no chance, no fate, no destiny that can hinder a reframed, resolved, determined soul. What about you? Thank you.
I'm going to hand over to indefatigable Chief Judge, Mrs. Ronke Ali Udofia. Over to you.
Thank you. Tell me when I can be heard. Just make
Loud and
sure.
clear.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. I think all the judges have been introduced. We are all here today. Look, I think we're overwhelmed with the quality of the hard work that each and every one of you have done. All right. So for me, first of all, there's a big round of applause. You are all individually winners. Fantastic. So I just want to thank you for just taking part, all the energy, the enthusiasm. Whether you found it that you were confident or you found it a bit tricky, you should all stand tall and proud. You showed up, you gave it a go, and that's what really matters. Each of you brought something unique to the experience and represented your school well, underlined well. Some of you worked well in teams, some of you stayed focused despite the distractions, and others made great use of your time. Now, even if you didn't manage all these things, that's fine. It's okay. Every step is part of the learning. Success isn't just about getting everything perfect. No, it's about trying, supporting each other, and giving your best. Working together helps everyone grow. And you've shown that when we help each other, we all improve. We also learned how important it is to choose the right place to speak, where your voice can be heard clearly and your message comes across well. Staying focused, even where there's noise or distractions, is a skill that takes practice, and many of you showed great effort in doing just that. And don't forget about time management. Yeah, some of you nailed it. Others are still learning, but that's part of the journey. The more you practice, the more you'll get there. So whether you scored high or you found areas to improve, be proud of what you've done. You've taken part, learned something new, and grown in the process. So keep going, keep learning, and most of all, keep believing in yourselves. Now, should I give you the results?
Yes, please. Go for it.
You
Yes,
ready for the results?
We're all waiting.
You're all waiting. Okay,
Yes.
sit up straight. I'm sitting up straight now. Okay, right, here goes. I will announce the junior secondary school category first. Third place. Do I have a drum roll? No drum roll. Okay. Third place, we have Methodist Girls Junior Secondary School. Second place, we have Regan Memorial Junior Secondary School. And the first place for the junior secondary school category is none the less than Eva Adelaja Junior Secondary School. That's the result for the junior secondary school category. Let's get over to the old ones now. The senior secondary school
Sorry,
category.
can we just give it a moment so that they can, before you go
They
on
can
to...
take that all in. Is that what you mean?
Yes,
Okay,
please.
okay. Just a moment for the for that to savor the joy of being on the podium.
Are you
we going to spotlight them?
spotlighting? Are you spotlighting the schools? I can go through them again.
Indeed. Just one more to go. The winner, Eva Adelaja. That's it. Yes, that's it. Do you want to unmute them so we can hear their shouts of joy and elation? Can we unmute them? No? Oh, okay.
I think we should move on now to the next segment.
When you're ready, let me know.
To hear them, but,
when you're ready for me to move on, tell me.
So we've got the three winners on the screen. It'd be good to actually hear them say something.
They can unmute themselves. So unmute yourselves, please.
If Adelaja, you have the mic. Are you on mute?
No.
Ah, yes. Okay, good stuff. You're the proud winner. You want to say anything, or you just want to wave at us and say, yes, job well done?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. And we've got Methodist Girls as well. Roger Memorial Baptist Girls School came second. You want to unmute and just, yes, give yourselves a rousing round of applause. Give yourselves a standing ovation for a job well done.
Go girls, go ladies. Congratulate themselves.
And Methodist Girls, Yaba, do you want to say something? Unmute yourself. Absolutely wonderful. I'm sure my dear sister Tola Yen is proud now.
I'm not for the children. I'm here for every single child.
Absolutely. Or more proud of Methodist Girls. Fantastic. Good job. Well done. Back to you, Ronke.
Thank you very much. Bear in mind that this contest, the scores were so close. Very, very close. But I will now go on to the senior secondary school category, starting from the third place. Third place is Eva Adelaja Senior Secondary School. Second place is Ibadan Grammar School, Senior Secondary School.
Of school. I'm so proud of him. Absolutely so.
And drum roll. Are we ready? Drum roll for the first senior secondary school category position goes to there's a delay. So the first place.
I'm holding my breath then.
First place, Senior Secondary School category goes to Regan Memorial Baptist Senior Secondary School.
Yay. Fantastic.
Up school!
Up school!
Up school!
Well done, well done, well done, well done.
We were
Oh,
the
yes.
champions last year. Up school!
Of course.
Jaropa Scholar,
Up Regan!
Up Regan!
Well
Up
done, well done, well
school!
done.
Up
Regan
school!
Memorial,
Up school!
Ibadan Grammar
Well
School,
done.
Adelaja.
Well done,
Good
Adelaja.
stuff. Good
Well
work.
done,
Good
Grammar
work.
School.
So can we
Well done.
pan to those schools and let them say one or two things? Start with Eva Adelaja. We can third. Do you want to unmute and say something? Okay, tell us how you feel. Eva Adelaja, you came third in the senior secondary school. So do you want to say one or two things? No? Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, you can. Yes.
I want to say a very big thank you to the members of NSF. I'm very happy that we came to this, and congratulations to other schools that took participation. Thank you very much.
Very, very well said. Very, very well said. And Ibadan Grammar School, that's it. Sons and daughters of the mountaineers. Do you want to say a few words or mute yourself, Ibadan Grammar School, and say a few words?
Up Mountaineers!
Up Mountaineers. Well done.
Come on, come on, come on.
Want to say a few words? Ibadan Grammar School. Yes.
Ibadan Grammar School.
All right, thank you so much, NSF family. We appreciate. Thank you so much.
Very welcome.
Up school, up school.
Up school. And
congratulations.
Regan Memorial Baptist Girls School. Please, could you talk to us? Just say a few words. Let's capture your voice.
First of all, I'm really grateful to NSF UK for picking me as their winning champion this year. Thank you so much. And I would like to thank Roga for allowing me to have this opportunity. Up school!
Up school!
Up school!
Up school, girl! Well done!
Up Regan!
Up Regan! Yes, great job.
Everyone.
We all know Regan is one of the best schools in Lagos. Up school!
Yes, we are. No shaking.
Well done. Very, very well done.
Well
Good
done,
stuff.
everyone.
Thank you so much to everyone.
Well done.
And thanks to the panel of judges as well, and the Chief Judge, Mrs. Ronke Aludofia, for a job well done. Ayatollah, do you want to say a few words before we hand over to...
Sorry, can we... sorry to interrupt. Can
please go ahead.
Excuse me. Can I just
go ahead, Kenny.
have... Yes, JSS category, the winners, can they have their moment as well, please? So I've just...
Sure, they did earlier on.
Yeah, but they didn't speak. Yeah, so, yeah.
Okay, all right, fair enough. So for the junior, we have Eva Adelaja, number 1, Roga, number 2, and Methodist Girls, number 3.
Yes,
so,
just the winners. Yes, just the winners.
Just the winners, absolutely. Okay, so over to you, Eva Adelaja, Junior Secondary School. Let's hear your voice.
So thank you so much. I wanted to know that I'm so happy beyond yours. Thank you, NSF. Thank you for giving us the opportunity. We never planned it this way, but it came out this way. So I'll be ready to go. Thank you.
Congratulations, girls. Well done.
And we can see your proud teacher there with you. Do you want to say a few words as well?
Yes, I'm the principal of the school, Adelaja Secondary School, and I'm so proud of my girls. I want to thank NSF for giving them that opportunity to speak their mind, for giving them the opportunity of public speaking, so that young people have a voice. I'm so proud of all the participating schools.
Thank you.
Thank you for the victory that we got. Thank you so much, all the judges. We appreciate it. God bless you.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
Thank you to head teacher as well. Thank you for
Very
supporting
well
our
said.
girls.
Very well said.
Also here.
Okay, can we, yeah.
So
Can
just
we
say
have Regan, please?
All right.
Roga. Hold on, Adelaja.
Yeah, I think that's it. You could move on with the program.
Okay, so was only about Adelaja. Okay.
Can we have Methodist girls, please?
So back to these girls, can we spotlight them and unmute as well? Well, we've got Rega Memorial Junior Secondary School, so maybe they should say something as well, right?
Good day, sir.
Yeah, we
Good
can
day,
hear.
sir. I'm so thankful for everything, for everybody supporting me in everything, in every step I took. I'm so happy to be in this place. God bless you.
God bless you. Well done. Well done. Good work. Good work indeed. And the last clip then, sorry, the last was from Methodist Girls Junior Secondary School.
Is that you on?
We don't have their video on. So
okay.
Have their video on, so we'll
All right, no problem. Maybe they started celebrating in earnest.
Ma, you were never so slim now.
Okay.
You look so
Have we done the needful then in all the winners? We've given them a chance to say a few words and show how elated they are and to appreciate the participants and NSF UK and of course the entire support team behind them. So without further ado, should we move on to the next segment? Okay. Yes, absolutely. So, you know what? There has to be a powerhouse behind all of this. Nothing good just comes about just like that. It's intentional, it's purposeful to actualize something like this. And of course, behind all of that, there has to be a team. And yes, leading at the forefront, from the front would be the leader of the pack, the leader of the team. And I'd want to bring in Mrs. Mosun Adeni to come in and to introduce the team to us. In the meantime, I say a big thank you to Mrs. Ronkali Udofe and the body of eminent judges for a job well done. It could not have been easy. You had top-notch submissions to pick from, and I don't envy you at all, but you did an outstanding job, and I'm sure that every single person here today would say that yes, you picked the best teams. Thank you so much for a job well done. So Lady Mo, as we fondly call Mrs. Mosun Adeni, over to you, please.
Thank you very much, Akogo. Sorry, thank you very much, Otoba, rather. My apologies. And
Your voice a bit low. Is it me or is it just a bit low?
Yeah, the audio is.
That's it. Yes.
Is that better? Sorry. I had flipped my mic just above my head. Sorry about that, everyone. Just to say a big thank you to the judges once again, and in particular to all the participants here today. It wouldn't have been possible without you all. Now, as Otumba had correctly said, there is a team behind me. And yes, I might be at the forefront, but there is a dynamic team that sits behind me. Some of them are with us today, and where possible, they will be spotlighted. So members of the team are Ayotola Ayeni, Akogun Niyikuku, Otumba Eric Ayola, Jules Oshal, Dr. Remi Kayode, Oke Eleaye. I believe they are all logged on today. Other members who are not here, Bola Jayesimi and Angelina Smith, I believe is here. Angelina, I believe is here. Rashid Adeshokon is also a member of the team. And we also have Uremi Ewemefwa. Unfortunately, she is not able to join us today. There are 12 of us on the team. The Have Your Say Stop sub-team specifically is Ayotola Ayeni, Akoguni Kuku, Ayotola Ayeni, Otumba Eric Ayola. They are the members of the sub-team specifically. And also Uremi. Akoguni Kuku, you are recognized as well as a member of the team. Thank you very much. Now, one thing I would like to do, if possible, and I'll just check with the tech team if that is possible, that we would like to just remind ourselves of those winning video clips, because I'm sure a lot of us may have forgotten what those videos are. So tech team, are we able to show those winning videos? So if we start with the JSS video, the winning video, which is for the JSS team, that would be Adelaja Junior Secondary School. Do we have the video? If we don't have that, can I just say that all the winning videos will be available on our website, and we will share a link to that as well. Just to say once again, well done to all the schools who have participated. We look forward to many more schools taking part next year. So please keep a lookout for that. One final thing I would like to say, and it has been mentioned here today, in the delivery of the students as well, they have all mentioned the impact that their teachers have had. We do have a short clip that we would like to play in honor of all of our teachers, both who have joined us today and around the world as well, to commemorate World Teachers Day, which is taking place tomorrow. Tech team, are we able to run that?
Yes.
Excellent. Can we run that video? And then immediately after that, I will hand over to Akogun for the vote of thanks. So tech team, please run the video. Thank you.
Happy World Teachers Day. On the 5th of October 2025, the Nigerian Schools Foundation UK joins the global community in celebrating and honouring the tireless efforts of teachers who dedicate their time, energy and expertise to inspire, motivate and empower their students. The impact of teachers helps build the future, which resonates deeply with the NSF UK's mission, which is to make a positive impact in the lives of individuals and communities. Through our maxim, connecting Nigerians, promoting awareness, developing communities, we strive to create opportunities for growth, development and empowerment. Join us as we celebrate the invaluable contributions of teachers and explore ways to reimagine the future of education and community development. Don't miss this opportunity to be part of a meaningful conversation regarding the future of education in Nigeria on Saturday, the 18th of October at 11 a.m. Look out for more information. Happy World Teachers Day.
Thank you. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Over to you, Akogun.
Thank you, Lady Mo. I, Akoguni Kuku, officially and proudly on behalf of NSF UK, and in particular the education team of the association, headed by our one and only Lady Mo, Mrs. Mosun Adeniyi. Thank you, ma'am. I would like to say a big thank you to all our students and their teachers, who I will once again like to acknowledge and honor for their dedication, passion, and impact around the world. Their learning encouragement and resilience shape futures, empower communities, and inspire lifelong curiosity to make the world a better place. You all have made today a day to remember. I am equally expressing a profound gratitude to our audience, adults and youngsters, not necessarily part of the NSF UK community, yet who have patiently and thoroughly enjoyed this session, and I am sure are looking forward to Have Your Say 2026. Finally, I acknowledge and say a massive thank you to our technical crew that have worked tirelessly at the back end and have made the facilitation of this program a success. But please, before we go, I'll ask you to please join us in 2 weeks' time. That is on Saturday, 18 October 2025, at the annual NSF Education Seminar, which is also going to be aired virtually. Once more, happy World Teachers' Day when it comes tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kogun, for the vote of thanks. Ayatola, do you have any words to add before we round up?
I just wanted to say thank you to everyone. Just like Kogun said, it was such a brilliant day out, a lovely day to spend the afternoon. Just listening and being educated by youngsters. Thank you, everyone who made this possible. Thank you to our beautiful facilitator. It was just lovely. Lovely, lovely. Thank you very much. And thank you, my co-moderator, who also can dance. That's one thing that, we could learn from him, that not only is he very energetic, he puts to use, his skills in a variety of ways. Thank you very much. Great opportunity to be out with you all.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Ayatola. And again, we give a shout out to all those who attended, representing one school or the other, and for those within the UK, in Nigeria, all around the world, all around the globe that have joined us. And of course, this is not the end. This is just the beginning of everything that we've spoken about today and that we've heard. We will share the link to yourselves so you can always go back and have a look, learn from it, gain from it, develop yourselves, expand your horizon, definitely enrich yourselves with knowledge, the intellect, and the wisdom, and the spirit of which this was all delivered, which is to amplify the voice of the next generation. On that note, I bid you all goodbye. God bless, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. And happy Independence Day celebration again to Nigeria. God bless Nigeria. God bless you all. Amen.
Treasure can find in actually